With the previous version of the supplement tool, there were several pages with items that you had to fill out just to get to this screen. And then in this screen, you had to do a lot of scrolling. We did away with that. You now, when you want to create a supplement, it takes you right to this screen. And there are several ways that you can use the searches. I'll start with the simplest. And let's say we have a job where we want to supplement for a turtle vent and a pipe jack that are covered in mastic, a power vent that is rusted and corroded, and some gable cornice returns that were omitted from the scope of loss. So I'm just going to type in here turtle, just a couple of letters in most cases, click on the item, and this brings up your 5 pre-written supplement items that cover the vast majority of the reasons that you would supplement for a turtle vent. In this case, we find the one for mastic, we enter the quantity, we click to add the image, and then we add the item. It uploads the images after each item now to speed that process up and not get caught up with a huge image upload that could cause problems. In this case, let's go through and do the pipe jack. So we click in pipe, we know it's pipe jack. We could have clicked pipe flashing. Again, in this case, there's like 7 pre-written items. Again, we know it's from a mastic on it. So we click one, we add the image, add the item. The image gets uploaded, and these items are hidden. But let's say that you're like, oh man, what have I done? I forgot. You might have a lot of items, so at any given time, you can click here, and it will show the items that were added, and you can hide them by clicking again. So let's say we're going to do the power vent. Again, I know that it was corroded. It's 1. We click on the image showing the corrosion. You see here the code for reinstallation of materials is quoted with the item. We click add item, image is uploaded. Now I'll go through the other approach that if you're comfortable with the way it was done, or this is easier for you to learn, let's look through here and find gable cornice returns, for example, and hope I can find them easily, which is one reason. Or I can even up here, all right? So one way you could do is scroll through. You can search here. This will limit your keywords, okay? So you can do this way if you don't know what word to search for and you want to scroll again. So let's click on gable cornice return, and it brings up the 4 items for gable cornice returns. So it doesn't take a whole lot longer. I prefer just typing in a keyword. In the vast majority of times, that'll find it quickly for you. So there were some single-story laminated gable cornice returns that were omitted. So let's click. I know the quantity was 4. I go find my image, and there it is. I'm done with that. Now, let's say in this case, in this roof also, that they didn't give me enough waste. So I just click in waste, look for roof waste. This gives me the 2 primary pre-written items. The first one here is generally when you'd be looking at 3 tab and you're just trying to get the waste percentage added, all right? This one is when it's a laminated shingle and you're trying to get them to break out cap and starter. So all the numbers that you see on the waste report are automatically filled in. Let's do this one. Now, let's just say we didn't like this one exactly the way it is, or we wanted to take something out. You now have the ability to edit any item by clicking over here. So now I can go through this item, and let's just say, for example, I want to take this out, all right, for whatever reason. And now I want to add something else in. Let's say this needs to be paid ASAP for us to proceed. All right. Now that item is changed. I add the item. And again, you can do that to any item. So let's quickly review. We see our turtle vents, pipe jack, power vents, the gable cornice returns, and roof waste are all addressed. So we just click complete supplement. You have the ability, as you did before, when you're doing custom items, that you can save ones that you may frequently use. In this case, we don't want to do that, but I do want to create a custom item. So let's say that, we have some gutters. And so the item heading is gutters. There are 4 single-story downspouts with hail damage. Okay? And, please add 52 linear feet of SFG GUTA. I don't have an image, but we'll just pick one of these. All right, I made this up on the fly. So you can add as many custom items if you want. Let's say that completes our supplement. We're going to upload that image. And now we get to preview what our supplement will look like. Assume we want to send it. It's pretty much the same way as it was before. And yes, since we have waste as one of the items we want to attach the supplement email, it automatically puts in the claim. Let's just say we were going to do this with State Farm. You can have your own library set up to quickly pick somebody. If you have the adjuster you want to send it to, you could send it here. If this was your manager or the sales rep, we could enter their email, and you can enter as many as you want. All right. Continue. You get to select, as before, one of 2 pre-written header items for your email. Let's pick this one. If you want, you can still write your own. Again, this would be your conclusion, but if you don't like that, you can write your own. You can add attachments, your Xactimate estimate, building code documents, Xactimate white papers. You can add as many supporting documents as you wish. And here's what our supplement that's going to be submitted looks like. At this point, all you need to do is click send email. That'll be sent to State Farm, anybody else that you had it sent to, and a copy will automatically be sent to the email that's set up in the user profile. So to me, this is a much more simple approach. It takes much less time. If I hadn't have been showing this, I could have easily put together this supplement in 5 minutes or less and sent it off to the insurance company to review. And if you look at these items, makes it pretty tough for them to turn down. You can't argue there's 4 gable cornice returns. You can't argue with this case on the power vent. Clearly it's corroded. We've quoted the correct building code. We've put in the Xactimate code. We've asked for 1. Same thing here for your pipe jack and your turtle vent. So that's how the new one works. I'll be doing some additional examples and some that get pretty intense, and I'll post those as I create them. In the meantime, if you have any questions, send me an email or give me a call. I'll be glad to help you. And again, I apologize to the users that have tried it before and met with some frustrations. I'm very confident the vast majority of problems have been resolved, and this is much easier and much more reliable to use. Thank you.